You can probably watch me race right now. Or drive.
Well, how did you get in there?
I just went to one of the cars and it said enter track.
My shit was cooking along pretty good, and then I ran out of the premium hotspot data, so now I'm stuck at 2.971 out of 3620. So it says 6 minutes, but it said 6 minutes since I went outside.
You hear me?
What?
I feel like when you do that, like I could like easily like I care everyone know I never got lost.
Oh yeah, I know.
You can go into find my
I don't know what car you went to find.
Like unlock your phone.
You just go to it's next to the president. Some car you go to. Unless only.
It's next to where?
Hold on.
We just watched the guy that we're pretty sure jacked the shit off of our porch, fucking walking by with another basket of flowers in his hands and a golf club. So the dude's just like a habitual fucking stealer, apparently.
You didn't want to go out there and say some low peace of mind, or?
I don't know if I said it loud enough for him to hear or not, but I said it louder than normal. I said, I'll take those for the ones that you stole on Mother's Day. And my chair. And my fucking hose.
Should pop 2 shots in the air for warning.
I ain't trying to... I live in the ghetto, dog.
Yeah, that car.
I ain't trying to fucking get shot, you know.
This red one?
Yeah.
Ooh, this has got good flavor to it, though.
Good triangle.
Little Star Punch.
Well, I don't want to drive this shit box.
Fucking...
Not that bad.
Met up with my buddy tonight. He's headed back out to LA on Thursday. He just turned in he got like a call back for the next Marvel movie.
What?
Yeah. He's got a reoccurring role in Young Sheldon right now.
Huh. So he's an actor.
He's like well, I mean, he's like an aspiring actor, I guess. Like, he hasn't hit anything big. Like, the biggest thing that he's done is he's been like, a guest star. So that's like, there's like, appearance, then guest star, then like co-star, and then star. So he's been like a guest star on a Hallmark movie called Am I a Serial Killer? Yeah, he's done a bunch of like infomercials, and he did a full-blown like kids game show on that like premiered on Amazon Prime and stuff. So he's done a few cool things. He mostly just does like, he does stand-up comedy every night out there, like open mic shit.
Like he said, I don't know what my touch with him. I said, also, it's a strange combination.
Right.
I think you have to,
Oh, it actually went up to 7 minutes. Nice. That's impressive. Dude, he came home for a wedding. And so they're at the wedding, right? They get through the wedding, they go to the reception, they're like sitting down having dinner. And the fucking bride's dad choked on his food and died, bro. At her wedding. At her wedding reception. Yeah, my buddy's like, dude, I was doing the Heimlich. He said there was other people trying to work on him. He's like, it was fucking crazy, dude. He's like, I straight up watched this man turn blue and fucking die. Right in front. At his daughter's fucking wedding, dude. Like, they didn't get the first dance or nothing. He fucking kicked the bucket before that.
Well, now if I have kids, I know I'm not gonna eat.
Could you imagine?
So it was your buddy's wife's dad?
No, he was like there, just at the wedding, basically.
Fucking paramedics couldn't fucking get there in time?
I don't think there was any paramedics there.
No, but I mean,
I guess.
You know what I mean? Like, call 911.
Yeah, well, shit, dude. You know how long it takes for a paramedic to get there? Like, around here, dude, like, the average response time is like 20-some minutes or some shit. We live on the boonies.
Really?
I would imagine so.
Right here, dude, you dial 911 and bam, it's like a State Farm commercial.
Yeah? No, not around here. Is your guys' fire, EMS, and police all in one, or?
Well, they all work for the city or state.
But they don't operate as one. Like down here, our fire and EMS work together. Like the fire station and the fucking paramedics are housed up together.
Oh yeah, same here.
But not the police.
Not the police.
Cause like, I think in Chicago, like they're all in this. Like the firefighters know how to be police, know how to be paramedics. The paramedics know. They're like all in.
They all trained it all.
They're trained in all, yeah, they might like specialize in one, but they're trained in all.
Oh shit.
This is retarded.
Still
I guess it helps you on your goodness. You get level ups for doing this.
For driving
Reputation
around
level.
in that track?
Yeah, if you click down, it'll show you your reputation level.
Maybe.
Did Becky just bring those or something, just out of her garden, or what?
Yep.
Yeah. They better not die. I'm like, oh, they're for sure.
She dug that shit up out of the garden.
That's what JD said to me today. He was just like, fuck that, dude. He's like, I just grow my own. I was like, dude, I tried to grow my own, and I was like, we're so bad with fucking plants, dude. I was like, we literally killed a cactus. Like,
How do you kill a cactus?
right? Yeah, exactly. We're fucking terrible with plants, bro.
Either they die or
They just
control us.
die around us, man. It's just, I don't know what it is. So me growing my own fucking pot plant is probably pretty far out of the question. I wish I could. That would be great. I wonder how many plants you would have, like, just, you think 2 plants in rotation would be enough for us? Like if we had one budding and one, like on offsetting cycles, do you think that that would be enough weed to cover us 2?
What?
Do you think if we had 2 plants, like on offsetting cycles, that would be enough to cover us? I'd imagine so. Like what's the yield from like one plant? Couple pounds?
Especially if you mix seeds. The 2 hybrids.
That's true, because Mark's plants are like fucking 7 feet tall.
It just depends. Yeah, exactly. It depends on what you're doing to the plants, what nutrients you're giving the plants. If you're giving it, you know, like I don't want to say chemicals, but you know, like the fertilizer, the extra stuff to make it grow bigger, you know, like the plant steroids basically. You know, like,
Dude, my guy, he showed me his fucking grow, like the pictures of it, and like his mom, like he's in his 40s, like at least, I don't know, his mom's like, you gotta be old as shit, just lets him fucking grow it in her backyard, dude. So like literally her whole backyard is a grow, man. He's probably got like, I don't know, at least 27-foot plants back there, just monsters, dude. He said that like they're still trimming, and like he has, like his wife's taking all the trim and like cooking it down into edibles and shit. And like he's like, I still have so much trim, dude, like garbage bags full that I literally just have to get rid of somewhere. Like he says, I have so much of this shit.
Why doesn't he just burn it in a burn barrel?
Yeah, I probably should. I mean, I'd imagine it would fucking reek like pot.
I fail to see the problem.
The police don't seem to like that.
Where does he live?
Well, it's in Michigan, but you're only allowed to have 6 plants. 12, yeah. He's got well over that, though. I guess he said that, like, the cops showed up and checked his shit out before, and we're just like, alright, have a good day. Like the neighbors were complaining that like, they could smell it all the time. And, like, they showed up and checked his shit out, and they're like, Have a good fucking day. You're good to go, bro.
Can I take some nugs on the way?
Seriously. This shit's fucking... He's got probably like the second best weed I've ever smoked. Like his shit will fuck a dispensary's weed up, like without question. There ain't nothing at a dispensary can come close to this shit. But
If you go to a place that you're not allowed to grow it at, if you grow it next to tomatoes, the fucking helicopter can't tell because tomatoes also put off radiation. That's what my papa used to do.
You're from West Virginia, right?
Nope.
Do you ever, or like, how far, like, are you in the mountains good, or no?
Yeah.
So do you hunt for, like, ginseng or any of that?
Sometimes.
You ever find any?
Oh yeah, all the time. They're all over the place.
I don't know. So is that show, like, there's a show on it that I watched, and they're like, them dudes are, like, fucking killing each other for it, damn near. Like...
For ginseng?
Yeah. 'Cause it's like,
yeah, bro.
Because you can sell it for a lot.
Yeah, you can sell it for a lot of money, and, like, people got their own little special fucking spots, and...
Yep.
all kinds of shit, man. And, like,
All over
they'll
the place up
fucking...
here.
Like country boys, man, like they'll, like yee country boys, dude, like they'll fucking just shoot you in the middle of the woods and bury you and nobody will ever find you.
Oh
Over ginseng?
yeah.
Yeah, bro, dude, there's a huge market. It's used in medicine. It can't be used in like American medicine, but they sell it to we sell it to China for like, it's fucking like
It's expensive.
a lot, bro, a lot. Like a little tiny fucking root of that shit would be like a grand.
Not really.
You're right.
It's like
Probably not that much, but like a couple $100 probably.
like $500 for like a little baggie.
Of ginseng.
But it's got, yeah, dude, it's got crazy properties. Like if you take it,
like $500.
there's different types of ginseng, dude. Like like I don't know what the American does, but it has like cooling properties and like pain healing properties and stuff. It's in like a lot of energy drinks and stuff. Like, you know, like Red Bull and shit you get has ginseng in it.
It's also
like,
good for tea.
yeah, like ginseng tea and stuff. Like all kinds of crazy shit. Like it's
Oh yeah, no,
If
that's
you
why.
make ginseng tea, it's good for your throat.
yeah, and it's like, but it's like illegal too. It's like illegal to fucking get this shit.
No, it's not.
So-
Not to just get it.
Well, I think the ones that they're like on state land or something,
Oh yeah, that's different.
or whatever the fuck they're doing. But
Oh no, I live on the coal mine property.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you actually live on the mines, like they own your house, or
No, it's like 20 feet away.
what's 20 feet away? Like their property line?
Yep. They own where I hunt.
You like allowed to go out there and stuff? Like they don't care?
Oh yeah, they're shit. What they gonna do?
Well, like a lot if you fall under like a mine shaft and then you sue.
Oh, they ain't done nothing yet. They're getting there, but they ain't done it yet.
What's that?
They ain't made it to that spot yet. They bought it, but they ain't there yet.
Oh, like it's not dug out at all. It's not excavated at all.
Yeah, I ride on the mines and stuff like that with my dirt bike anyways.
So is that about all you guys got around there? Like you're a coal miner or you ain't shit, or like what? Or you guys got
mean,
more than that?
The coal mines is going out of business, if I'm being honest. It
Really?
ain't shit.
Yeah.
Like, it pays good, but for what costs them to fire you in a week?
Like what's the starting wage? In the mine.
I do know that my brother, like, you can make $23 an hour to work at Walmart.
What?
Yep.
And you can make more than that working in the coal mine?
Oh,
I don't
probably.
know, it's about the same.
Dude, I'll tell you who
Yeah.
make fucking money here. Them boys down in Texas working on the oil derricks. Them dudes make some money.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's friend makes $100 an hour.
Doing what?
I don't fucking know, but I want to figure out. I'm gonna work on the roads as soon as I graduate.
On the what?
The roads.
Like for the West Virginia Department of Transportation, like that?
State roads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm gonna
There's
get my
good money in.
CDLs.
There's good money in that. We got a long time buddy like that races with us, and he's worked the roads his whole life, and he's done well for himself.
We're either gonna do that or work at Walmart. Fucking $20 an hour, shit.
I mean, if you want me to be honest for you, the best thing that you can do when you graduate high school is get in whatever fucking vehicle you got and take whatever money you got saved up and get the fuck out of that place. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, but I just like where I live. I don't like big cities and stuff like that.
Well, you don't gotta go to the big city. You just gotta go somewhere with some more opportunity, man.
I'm gonna go to fucking Canada.
That's why I moved out of Oregon.
Yeah.
There ain't shit there.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I got
Oregon's
a lot
beautiful.
of family down here that's not too young, I guess I can say.
Except beautiful don't pay the bills.
Sure don't. Your family's gonna go away too.
But I want to stay my older family members I have right now. Like, I'll pop on and
Like that, man. Go to a fucking trade school somewhere. Learn how to be an electrician or some shit, and then come back to your hometown and fucking make way more than
my dad has his electrician license.
You
But he
got like
works
a
at the VA.
like a journeyman's or something? Or is he a master?
I don't know, he went to college. 4 years.
Man, that usually goes. Usually by the time that you got your journeyman, it goes by time after that.
Oh no, he works at the VA.
Nice.
My mom works at ARH.
What's that?
Or the hospital.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Hell yeah. Well,
But I feel like my brother's getting paid more right now than her. We're just working at Lowe's.
oh, so you got more than a Walmart. You're making it sound like you damn near had a fucking one stoplight, a Walmart, and a coal mine.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's a
basically.
lot of things down here, actually.
That's what I had pictured, and that's why I was like, bro, just get in your fucking truck and get the fuck out of that place. But, I don't know. Me and my wife are
I'm
like...
either gonna go and get my welding degree or my mechanic.
Tell you what, dude. A welder makes a lot of money.
I'm gonna come with them underwater
Dude,
welders.
any fucking trade,
Especially-
like any trade, like if you get welder or you go get like tool and die, or
I'm just gonna get my mechanic thing so that I don't have to pay people to fix shit.
problem with that is you start working on too many other people's shit that you no longer want to work on your own shit.
Yep.
I'll work on my own shit. I ain't working on their shit. Fuck them.
I went to trade school for mechanics. I have a degree in auto diesel industrial technology. Biggest waste of fucking money.
I don't have a degree in jack nothing. Neither does
One of my buddies wanted me to go into small engine repair.
my dad has a degree in small engine repair. He didn't use it for shit though. He now owns his own business, and I don't know. We gross probably like $750,000 a year. And my uncle has his degree, but he has it in like basically in like kinesiology, like.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
It's like how the body works. Like, so he graduated from Western and moved out to San Diego. No, he moved out to San Diego and he worked at like one of like the very first ever Gold's Gym. And he would like, it was like fucking huge, dude. It was like 3 stories tall. Like he had his own fucking office and shit. And people would come in there and they would like hook up that breathing mask and run on a treadmill. And he would like record their stats and check their flexibility. And he'd put them on like a fucking sweet diet. And then like my dad called him up. My dad's like, hey, dude, I got like this business, man. I need your help. Like you gotta come back. And he was like, alright, let's do it, man. And he fucking packed his shit up, left California, came back, dude, and he's worked with my dad ever since. But, I don't know, they're probably both set to, I don't know, retire in probably about 5 to 10 years, so. I will take the realm. I gotta find, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, bro. Because, like, we need another person right now. And there's no way that anybody else is gonna get hired. Like, they're not gonna hire anybody else. Like, there's nobody else to hire. Like, it's not like a thing. People don't.
What do you do?
You got your phone handy?
Yeah.
Go to phantomracing.com.
I mean, you need me to pack a suitcase, bud?
Dude, I mean, honestly, in 5 years, bro, it might be. I don't have many options, to be real. I mean, like, I really don't. Not somebody that's gonna be able to do this shit, man. You gotta wear so many fucking hats in here.
It says not secure.
It's secure. It's Phantom with an F, sorry. F-A-N-T-O-M. My bad, dog.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
I was putting the PH.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
There we go. Come on. Hurry up and load. Oh, there it is. 10% off?
Yeah, bro. Sign up for our mailing list.
Motors, batteries, tools, accessories, stuff like that.
Yep, all kinds of shit for Tensale RC cars.
Oh.
So
You know, I have an old ass RC plane that I never used.
an RC10?
An RC plane.
Oh, RC plane. I thought you said RC10. I was like, holy shit, dude, that's like way old.
So that bitch for millions.
I'm up to 9 minutes now. It's just getting longer. It's going up, but it's just getting longer. This is sad. You chill your fuck ass up, dude.
Let me just pull that bitch out and see what it actually is, though.
I mean, we're like, I guess currently we've missed a year because of Corona, so still currently the off-road stock national champions in 3 out of the 4 classes.
Oh, damn, this thing's old.
And then, there's been like, I don't know, 2 pretty major drag racing events that have had like over a $10,000 like winner pot.
It's a Sky Rangers.
Dude, I'll be dead honest with you, bro. I have no fucking idea about any single plane, anything.
Do you have like a number or Snapchat at all?
Yeah, you can have my phone number. You ready for it?
Oh, Josh, don't. I'll send it to him.
Oh, okay. Oh, are you streaming right now?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, damn, am I that bad of a person?
I was like, yeah, like you want me to have my number for some reason?
No, I don't want you to blurt it out over YouTube.
Oh, yeah,
hey, bro.
I get it, but he's like, no, don't.
I most certainly don't want you texting me if you're watching us on YouTube. That's a fact. I barely text the people back that text me right now anyways, so. Like you're pretty lucky. You're in like in an elite circle of people if you get a text message back from me.
No, I'm just trying to show you something.
No, you're good. You're good.
Did you get it, Adam?
Yeah.
But yeah, we got. So we got the national champ that runs for us right now, and that's the Drayton Staub series stuff that you see. We just named some servos and some motors after him.
Yeah.
I'd say like we got like the best drag motor for sure. Like the combo that pretty much nobody uses our battery for drag racing, but they pretty much all use our motor in combination with a max amps battery and like a Tekin speed control. I would say is like the go-to right now.
Yeah.
But bro, we got something silly drummed up in the old drag racing department because there's
Did you
like
get what I sent you?
oh, I don't even got my phone's not even near me, bro. I will check it out later though, and I'll text you back.
It depends.
So like,
I would say I'm kind of the same way. I don't text very many people back.
yeah.
Or, I mean, I don't text very many people.
I mean, I used to have an RC truck and shit like that, but that's I was like 2.
Oh no, man, we're deep, man. We're racing.
You know what I should do? I should mail you my e-Revo so you can put it together.
Like it's in a box or it's just like in pieces right now?
Oh, it's in, dude, I fucked it up. And then I ordered all these pieces for it and I can't get the fucking axles out of it. So I've given up. I've given up. It's sitting in pieces in a box.
I mean, honestly, bro, just get on the website and send it to the shop. I'll put it back together for you if you need me to.
I'm gonna just send it to his mailbox.
Send her right on down to the shop, dude. I'll probably send you back like a fucking 4-wheel. Dude, we got like, there's probably like, I don't know, 4 or 5 cars just sitting around there. For what?
To put it together.
Oh, I ain't gonna fucking charge them. It's like literally that's what I do for a living. It's like literally what I do.
Like, so people actually just send you their cars to put it together?
Well, no, nobody actually sends me their car. Like, I put in, like, so, like, if you're on our site and you see Drayton Staub, like, I've put a car together for him before. But, like, it was kind of like it was our idea. I absolutely love what I do.
Dude, like, I cannot fucking figure out for the life of me how to get these.
How old you gotta be to do that?
I don't know, like, my son
18 at least?
figuring it out. Like, what do you mean? Like, to race?
No, to just do what you do.
Build RC shit?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my dad owns the business, so that's... My dad owns Phantom Racing.
It's a family thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me, my dad, my uncle. And that's it, bro. And we're just fucking cooking them.
Dude, you think I'm joking? I'm gonna send you that fucking Evo.
Fucking send me that bastard, dude. I'd knock that bitch out in like a day.
Dude, I changed like the whole chassis. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the e-Revo, right? Like, you know what
No,
it looks
not
like?
at all. I mean, I know what it looks like,
So like, you
but
know
I've never like owned one or driven one.
like, you know how it has the 2 battery trays that are on the side of the car and they kind of slide in the battery tray, like underneath it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like an old school stadium truck. It doesn't have like a central battery tray? Just one single pack? What does it run? Like
No,
two...
I have 2 LiPo 7.4 amps or whatever they are.
volts. How many milliamps? Like 4200s or some shit?
Something like that.
Easy, bud. Judas. I'm just curious, like, does it have to... So you're running 4S is what you're running. Like, I'm just like, I bet that thing would be so much more tame and drivable if you just slapped one single 2S, like, 8700 right in the center of that motherfucker.
Oh, there's no room in the center of that bitch.
What's in the middle of it?
That's where the receiver and motor and trans are.
That's odd. See, normally you run like your ESC on your left side, and then you run like your receiver on the right side.
That.
And then the battery goes in the middle, like that's how.
So who's Matthew Gonzalez?
Matty G, dude, he's a gangster, bro. He's our shooter out in California. He fuck shit up, dude.
When you put two fully charged LiPo batteries in that motherfucker, it's.
I got a question. Are you the person holding the cars?
No, that's Matt Gonzalez. Well, if you're talking about the Mexican-looking kid, that's Matt Gonzalez, obviously. And then the white guy is Drayton Staub.
I'm talking about like the dude with the big ass dimples.
Probably, yeah, Matt Gonzalez. He's I don't know, he's probably like 17 or so. He lives out in California. And pretty much, I mean, he dominates the California scene. And then he travels for us, and obviously you can see he wins us a lot of races. And then Drayton, the white kid with the glasses, like, oh jeez, bro, come on, dude. You're never gonna get me with that, so don't even try. Yeah, seriously, I gotta get somebody with that. Nice. 10 minutes, working it.
So, anyways, I was gonna tell you on my e-Revo, I changed the chassis. The part that everything bolts to, transmission, motor, battery,
yeah, the chassis.
Shit.
Yep,
So
yep.
I changed all that because I broke it in half.
Oh, nice.
So I got all that shit swapped. I got it all put together.
Uh-huh.
And I ran it again and just snapped the fucking control arms. So I was like, alright, I'm tired of fucking with these control arms. You know, it's only like the 100th pair that I've bought.
Trying to think of what you're
Dude,
talking about,
I
what
could
you're
sell-
referring to. Control arms
I
on
could
a
sell-
car, like the swing arms?
Dude, I could sell this RC plane for like 30,
Yeah.
40 bucks, and it was only bought for 10.
The control arms, like the part that the shocks and shit bolt to, and the wheel.
Okay,
hub.
yeah, and like your your
plastic
caster,
ones
your caster blocks bolt to and shit. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, dude, I break them motherfuckers all the time. Yeah.
So
it's annoying.
I bought these beefier ones.
You like RPM ones or something?
Actually, I think they're die-cast aluminum.
Oh shit, nice.
I bought some die-cast aluminum. So I was like, all right, cool. You know, get them all, you know, in there. Because the rear axles are so much easier to take out, I believe, if I recall correctly. Than
The dog
fronts.
bones you're talking about?
No, the axles. Because it's all-wheel drive.
Not the center shafts, the...
Yeah, no, the actual axles that go from the diff to the
To
wheel.
the tire. Yeah.
So
Yeah, the fronts can be tricky.
So it's got like a hex part on the axle, and I was like, all right, well maybe you just gotta unscrew this thing, pull this off, and then the axle comes out. Well, I have the fucking e-Revo manual that tells you how to take this car apart. Well, it doesn't tell you how to take fucking axles apart. In the front. I went to Hobby Lobby, or not Hobby Bench.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, there's just a pin up there, and just use like a...
It's like a little rolled pin.
Yeah,
They're
they're
a
like-
fucking pain in the ass.
So I tried doing that because there's a roll pin there, and I couldn't get the roll pin out.
Yep.
And I was like,
You gotta get like a pair of needle nose on like one side of it, and then grab like the axle and fucking crank it up, dude. They're a bitch to get out. Like the new ones now don't have rolled pins any longer. They have not a rolled pin, and then that little hex part that you're talking about slides over it, and then that's got like a locking
and then
like 050 hex screw on it, and you can just tighten it down, and it just fucking holds it all together. So you don't gotta deal with them fucking stupid ass rolled pins.
then I also bought with it titanium axles because I got tired of busting those too.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, dude, we'll upgrade the old E, and then I couldn't get it fucking apart. And I was like, you know what, I'm fucking done with this.
Yeah. Usually with the axles, there's like a little, like 1/16 screw on the inside. You gotta hold the axle and then unscrew it from the inside, and then
I
it'll
think
be like a bear. two bearings and a spacer that the axle goes through.
And I think my front diff is leaking fluid.
I'll slap some fucking 2 mil in there, dog. You want to fucking do burnouts? You want like maximum traction, dude? I'm gonna throw some fucking 2 mil diff fluid in that bitch. You probably have like, I bet it has like 10,000 in it right now. Probably, or I don't know, 50K maybe at the most.
I know it's fast as fuck, and I have 2 batteries in it.
Yeah, so when I run, like carpet, I run like 2 mil center diff fluid.
Oh, like in the tranny?
Yeah, like in the center diff, well, I don't know if yours has a center diff or not. Like on a 4-wheel, like my 4-wheel buggy, I got a center diff and then a front and a rear diff.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah, okay, so like in my center diff, I run like 2 mil, dude, so it's just straight, like there's no slip at all between like motor and my center drive shafts. Like it's fucking basically locked. But they run, like some people run lockouts where you don't run a diff at all, but I don't like, because when they land, like you got to be able to land and your diff has to be able to absorb that. So
yeah, that's gotta be hard on the diff.
Well, yeah, people run like lockouts, and then it's like super hard on your top shaft. Like, dude, I broke so many fucking top shafts trying to run, and like, so like I don't know how familiar you are with like a 2-wheel drive buggy's diff, but there's like a idler gear, so there's like your top shaft and the idler gear, and then your diff. Like, bro, I was just ripping idler gears out of it because you have an aluminum top shaft on a plastic idler gear.
Yeah.
And it's locked out, so you're landing on high bite clay, and your tires have instant traction, and you gotta land on the throttle. And it was just fucking, you just land, dude, and it would just be like, and you'd just be like, oh, fuck, there goes another idler, like, gone. Rip your whole fucking diff apart. I shit you not, bro. Like my Losi, this is like the reason that I left running for Losi was because it was before they have an updated car now, but this was pre this car existing. It was 24 fucking screws to get to my front diff.
That sounds about
on my
accurate.
on my 4-wheel. Well, yeah, but my car now it's 6.
Oh.
Right? There's literally an access plate, dude. It just pops off.
I'd have to take all kinds of shit apart to get the tranny or center diff out of my car.
Usually the center diff's pretty, well, like center diffs are usually pretty, like, I only gotta take 4 screws out to get to my center diff. That's pretty standard. Because, well, I have a top plate. There's like a carbon fiber top plate that runs front to rear in the car, so then that just holds down the center diff. But like, I don't know, like Revos aren't built to like, you know, like race. Like they're built to do like what you're doing with them, so like you're probably not accessing the center diff often. Like I'll have to make changes to that shit all the time. So
Yeah, no.
I think a lot of people don't realize, like in racing, dude, like man, your diffs are like super important. Man, you can.
Oh, I bet
change
my diffs are fucking hammered, I'd imagine.
They're probably fucking dry as balls, dude.
It doesn't run. Well, I mean, it'll run for like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes with dual lipos in it, as long as I don't have them hooked in series. If I hook them in series, that fucking thing is nasty.
Yeah, that's like running 4S.
Yeah, that thing's hard as fuck to control. It's a wheelie
Yeah, that's
monster.
That's like what 8 scales drive. If you're on like an 8 scale, they like 8 scales run 4S batteries. So you're strapping a 4 as in a 10 scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
Dude, it's fast. Like, retarded fast.
Yeah, I bet.
Now, if I hook them in parallel with each other, I could probably get close to 40 minutes of runtime.
Hold on, I'm confused. It just said I unlocked the trade price.
It's hot
So-
as fuck, though.
Oh, I bet.
Well, the motor
Like your,
is.
yeah, like your motor can handle like I don't know, probably 220, no problem.
Well, it's hotter than that sometimes, I bet. I mean, it's hot enough that...
I'll burn like if I'm like if we're pushing to go like fast, dude. Like sometimes my dudes will come off and that shit'll like burn my finger. Like I'll touch it and it'll be like, psst, I'm like, oh shit, that's hot.
Yeah, that's how my motor gets. Dude, like it radiates enough. So I put a heat sink on the motor.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have one. And then it was still like really hot. So then I bought a new heat
I'll
sink.
put a.
With
if you send it
fan.
up, I'll put a fan on it for you.
Yeah, I have a electric fan on it. That's hooked to the. I think it's like the receiver or whatever.
Into the receiver, yeah.
And I've melted that thing because it's gotten so hot.
We have aluminum fans. I have red and black, all black, or black and silver. Man, this is the longest fucking 7 minutes that turned into 8 minutes, that turned into 9 minutes, now 10, now 11 we're up to. That's a long fucking 7 minutes, bro. You fucking lying to me, PlayStation. We've made it up to 143,000 still. Let's go, baby. I'm sure Brad's the only one that understands what I just said.
Probably.
Yeah, you'd have to work into a machine shop to understand shit like that, basically.
Yeah, dude, fucking. I like that car. I mean, it's super fun to drive, but.
Shit'll confuse the fuck out of you.
What, measurements?
Yeah, my dad would be like, no, man, 14,000. It's like, what English, please? Like, that's not a measurement. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it is. 14,000?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I got it now. Like, cause I was doing like, you know, old school. Like 1 digit is a tenth, hundredths, thousandths would be 3 digits out. So I'm like, oh, like I only want like a tenth, right? Like I want 10th tolerance, which would not be that tight. And he's like, my dad was like, no.
Yeah,
That's not how a tenth in a machine shop is fucking tiny. And I was like, what? He's like, all right, check this out. 001 is a tenth.
Yeah.
Like, nah. So he's like, what you're talking about is you want 100 thousandths tolerance. I was like, okay, gotcha. To understanding it at first is, once you get it down, then it's easy, you know, and then people who understand how to talk like that, then understand you very well. And it makes much more sense. But if you don't
I'm also 17 and...
Yeah, 14 thousandths of an inch.
Is 0.1400.
Yep.
Or 140. In inches.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like looking at a pair of calipers and you like roll it out, you're gonna be reading in, well, first in tenths. So 001 would be 1/10, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, all the way up to what? 10 tenths. That's what does it become then? It's not 10 tenths. It
becomes 100.
No, it's like 0 and there's a fucking word for it when it's out that far. When it's like .010. It's not, I can't remember how the fuck it's
10 thousandths of an inch.
10 thousandths of an inch would be .100.
I need someone that does the fucking heist glitch.
It's fucking silly. I'd say that my greatest achievement this week, though, was I fucking printed an entire, well, not entire, I printed half so far, because I haven't really been working on that hard of a chess set on our 3D printer. Turned out pretty fucking good, too. Like, printed them in half, like, spliced them in half, and then printed them, like, halves down, so they could have, like, much more detail, not having to be supported, printing upward. And then I just fucking tire glue them bitches together. They turned out pretty dope.
Nice.
Yeah. I tried one. Like, I was, like, sanding them down a little bit, just, like, hand sanding them, basically. And when I did I just did one pawn right at first, and I decided to hit it with some white spray paint, and I'm kind of wishing I didn't.
You mean like 1/100 of an inch?
Yeah, I think so.
Because you got 10, hundreds, and thousands.
Right. That's something. Can't think about it.
Yeah, because one number is 10, the next number is 100, 3 numbers is thousands. I'm pretty sure. It's been
right, but they
been
basically
many moons since I've
yeah, but they basically always speak in thousands.
Yes.
It's rarely ever spoken like tens or hundreds.
No, especially when you're building engines, it's always thousands.
Yeah, thousands, because your fucking tolerances are so fucking slim.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
And you
I
can
don't work
even
on
use
that
like
type of tolerance. 'Cause, well, we work in millimeters, so I give them like a point, like 0.5 millimeter tolerance on most of my shit, which is pretty big.
well, like with engines now, like you can use plastic gauge rather than a micrometer. Normally,
Yeah,
what you
dude,
do
learning
is
how to read a mic, that's another thing that'll fucking throw you for a good one.
nah, a micrometer.
Nah. I mean, I would rather use calipers, and I mean, I know how. Like, when we have to take, like, when I have to measure, like, the wire out, it's just the same as reading thousandths or anything on a lathe or anything like that. Reads all the same.
Yeah, when you
What's the plasti gauge, though? What the fuck is that?
so plasti gauge is it's like it comes in like a stick of paper that's like a foot long, and it's kind of reminds me, it's wax, but it's like kind of like dental floss.
Huh.
But it's a wax, and you put that shit on. You know, let's say you got like your engine crank to your crank bearing.
Okay.
So you put a piece of plastic gauge in there, and you put your crank in there, and you torque everything down to spec. And then you
pull it all back apart.
You spin it, and you turn it, and then you pull it all back apart, and you look at how the plastic gauge looks. So it's I've never seen plastic gauge other than colored green. So the lighter the green is, the thinner your tolerances are. So on the paper that the plastic gauge comes in, it's got, you know, like these color indications. So you match your color to what your plastic gauge shows on your motor, and it will say, oh, okay, so this color is, you know, 10,000 7-inch.
So many odd thousandths, yeah.
Yeah, this color is, you know, if it's this color, it's this many thousandths. And
wow.
like if you're building a race motor, absolutely never use plastic gauge.
Right.
If you're building like your fucking Chevy traverse motor, you can use plastic gauge all day long.
Right. Except we'll probably mic it.
Well, yeah, the way that you should do it is you take a micrometer, measure it in 2 spots on the crank journal, measure the thickness of your bearing braces, and then subtract, and then that's your tolerance.
I think that's what my dad really didn't want to fuck with, was he didn't want to re-journal the whole thing. And that's why I think we're going to try to sell it back to a dealership, honestly. Because I'm just paying $250 on that motherfucker a month for it to sit there and do nothing. For pretty much like work that I don't think that I can do to it. Like, I don't know. It's more than likely crank related because it was knocking and there's nothing torn apart. All the bearings spin free, like water pump, you know, like the ones that you would think it would be the water pump mains.
Does it sound like a deep knock? Like a dunk, 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 dunk? Like,
yeah, I think it was,
you know what I mean?
And we were thinking it was the timing. And everyone was like, oh yeah, like one of our racers, like he said he works on these fuckers all the time, and he's like, oh dude, that's definitely a timing belt. So we're like, alright, we'll rip that motherfucker apart. It wasn't the timing belt. Timing belt's fine. So I'm thinking it's more than likely the crankshaft. Because it's not interference. So even if it was a timing belt or even if it got a time, that wouldn't matter.
So the way that like a crank fails, like if the crank journals look fine and the bearings for the crank look fine,
yeah,
then usually that in our world we call it a deep knock. You know, it sounds like
a lifter knock almost.
No, a lifter knock is what we would call
is higher,
like a high,
more ticky.
Yeah, it's tick 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 tick.
Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. No, it was more thumpy.
Yeah, there you go, thumpy. So that's usually to crankshaft in play. So meaning, bolt the crankshaft back in, get it all torqued down to spec, and move it forwards and backwards.
Okay.
So
and see if it.
Right. So then, if you have too much crankshaft in play, it'll cause a knock, a deep knock.
Okay.
Or thump knock.
Right.
Now,
I mean, it totally shut my car off. Like.
I don't know about
dead.
The Chevy
and
Traverse,
now,
but there's thrust bearings in there, in most engines, that control crankshaft in play.
Well, thrust bearing, that wouldn't be very hard to replace.
So, now the thrust bearings...
Is it journaled, though?
Sometimes. It depends on the motor.
Yeah.
Like, so those thrust bearings could be built in to the main bearing caps. I've seen that before.
Right.
Like, you know, you just replace your crankshaft bearings, and the crankshaft bearing has the thrust bearing built in it.
So in that case, would the main bearing still spin free?
Yep.
Like it can still spin free, but okay.
Yeah,
well, that's probably that's might be likely one of the causes then, because like my brother is the one who took it all apart, and like I was like, all right, I was like, Brad says make sure you check the water pump bearing because them fuckers they seize up, and that's directly related to timing and all of this. Like, make sure you check the mains and do this, and he said I checked every single fucking bearing on this thing. He said they all spun free.
Yeah, the crank will still spin free.
Right, and then I heard I don't think I recall hearing screeching before it stopped. No, that definitely wasn't. That was just because we fucking... But yeah, because I ripped the oil filter off of it and cut it open, and there was no metal in the filter at all. And I was like, okay, well that's a positive. You know, and then you pull it apart, and the timing belt was fine. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, it was just like, what the fuck, man? Like, everything is fine. Why is it doing this? But if you're saying that if the mains can still spin free, but it still have end play, then
Yeah, because your in play can be up and down or forwards and back, and the crank will still spin free no matter what.
Right.
You know, the only time the crank ain't gonna spin is if it has a catastrophic failure. So either a bearing, whether it be a piston rod bearing, or the wrist pin bearing in the piston, or one of the crank bearings completely seizes.
Right.
Then the engine will not spin.
No, we got it to spin. I've actually got it to start back up, and we'll drove it into and out of the shop, which was absolutely fucking terrible for it because it had no oil in it whatsoever. I mean, it was like 15 feet, but that thing was just like... I was like, oh my god, dude, just get it in, because we had to get it up on the ramps. I was like, oh dude, it was, I've never heard a car bark so freaking loud. It was crazy.
But yeah, all you gotta do is like take a dial indicator with like a magnetic base.
Yeah.
And just set it on like the engine block, put it against the crank, zero it out, and then just pull the crank forward, and then look at your number, and then push it back and make sure it goes back to zero.
Yeah.
And then you can figure out your input. And then if it's too much, well then you know.
You just replace what? I mean, I believe the crankshaft rides on the main that's like built into the.
Well, those bearings will come out of the block.
Yeah,
they look like they're
I'm not
built in,
entirely sure because he ripped that motherfucker apart so fast. Like, I don't even know. Like, it was like over a weekend, and I came back and he had it pulled out of my car and completely tore apart, and I was like, all right, sweet.
You know, the other thing that would cause a loud thump would be a crank, or not a crank bearing.
It wasn't loud. It wasn't loud at all, dude. Like, it was like, it just kind of, we were driving, like, it was totally fine. We went to my mom's. We were driving back home from my mom's house. And, like, as I was kind of going down the road, it almost was like a rod was out or something. Like, it was like, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? And we kind of got to the stoplight, and it was quiet, and then it just like, and it was like with the RPM, and then the car just fucking shut off, dude, and she was done. It wouldn't start back. It wouldn't fucking fire back up. Nothing.
You know,
so then I took it back, and I was like, we got it back to my shop, and I was like trying to fucking start. It wouldn't start up. I checked the battery, and like battery was toast, and I was like, all right, it must have got fucking fried because like we sat there and tried to jump it with my mom before we called the tow truck. So I got a new battery in it, and then it started back up, and then it was just kind of like a, I don't know. It's kind of, I mean, almost a both, dude. It was almost a tick and a knock. I don't even know. So. It's weird, man.
The other thing I would do is try to start it without the transmission in it.
Yeah.
Dude, I've seen some weird fucking noises that sound like engine noises coming from transmissions.
Just at idle?
Mm-hmm. Oh no, they follow the RPM.
Oh, yeah.
Because you got to think the inside of that transmission is spinning as fast as the motor's spinning.
Right, yeah, until you engage the plates.
Yeah, so I mean, I've seen weird fucking shit like that. I've even seen flex plates that are cracked in half, but because it's, you know, it's bolted to the back of the crank, and then the transmission rides, you know, the converter kind of rides inside it. Dude, I've heard them make some weird fucking noises that sound like engine problems.
Well, not only that, dude. So it's sitting at my shop, and then someone came and fucking hoisted my catalytic converter off of it, bro.
Of course they did.
Oh my god, you fucking scumbags. Jesus. Get a fucking job, man. I mean, just get a job, dude. It ain't that hard, dude. There's a ton of places fucking hiring right now. So if you're a piece of shit out there, you're listening, and you're a piece of shit that feels like you gotta steal something, just go get a fucking job, man. It ain't hard. We need your help. America needs you. Stop stealing shit.
For real.
I don't know. So there's another 500. Just down the old shithole.
I don't know. If I lived closer, I'd come fix it for you.
I know you would. I know, like, it was the steering rack for sure on my dad's car.
Yeah, I knew it had to be something fucking in the rack or column when he told me it wouldn't go, it would only turn one way.
Uh-huh. So, yeah, because, like, I talked to my dad, and I was like, hey, did you talk to Nate about how much it was? And he's like, yeah, it's going to be, like, fucking 800-something bucks. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, he found the part for, like, 3-something. He's like, but I told him I could find it cheap. My dad found it cheaper for, like, I don't know, 200 and some bucks.
What kind of car is it?
Saturn Aura, 2009.
Oh, dude, you should just fucking... Where do you get the part from?
I think fucking AutoZone or some shit. O'Reilly's maybe? I don't know. No idea. Fucking discount Bob's? I was just like, well shit, man. I was like, if you got it for 224 bucks, I said that yank that fucker back to the shop, dude, and put some sweat into it. He's like, I don't feel like fucking around with that car anymore. He's like, the fucking steering column, he's already changed it once. He's like, I don't feel like it. Something's fucking off with that thing. The electrical system or something. Like, there ain't no reason, like, 2-3 timing belts went out in it. Like, he's replaced the brain in it, I think 2 times now. He fucking had to rebuild the top end in it. Like, two steering columns. The fucking alignment goes off in it all the time. It's fucking something's amiss here that's not getting discovered through all of these, like, shenanigans that keep fucking happening over and over again.
That's crazy.
What I think it is I think that there must be the fucking brain in these things start going haywire, because, like, it started throwing me, like, so if I was ever, like, slowing down and the car had to, like, you know, dip into a corner or something, you know, a little bit, it would turn the fucking ESC on and fucking the brakes. Like, if I was, even if it was, like, barely, like, nothing, like, not fucking racing it or nothing. And then, like, then it started throwing me, like, fucking airbag errors. And then it's got, well, who the fuck ever decided electronic power steering was a fucking smart idea? I don't know. Yeah, let's just make more shit fucking electric. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, there's a reason that, like, old school cars still fucking run good. I just said, fuck power steering, dude. Just drive it like a goddamn man. And it has a carburetor on it. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like, bet you fucking ass that shit'll hum along forever, though. You start throwing fucking computers on these cars, dude, and they just once that thing just got a little bit something wrong with it, it just fucks everything else up.
Oh,
Fucks
yeah.
your everything. Your brakes, your fucking shit's silly, man. The shitty thing is that they're fucking designed like this on purpose. To go bad.
Yeah, they can make them look better.
Oh, yeah. But the thing is homeboy who makes the fucking brains for the cars went, hey man, I gotta get my cut. You guys are making all this money on all these fucking cars, dude. So we're gonna produce a failure rate of X, and you guys gotta replace it with this part.
Yep.
That was loud.
Like, every single thing on your car is, like, designed to fail at some point. That's why we got all these fucking standardized checklists. Get your oil done. Get your transmission oil done at 100,000 miles. Get this done. Because, like, they're gonna check it. They're gonna be like, hey, bro, like, your shit's fucking, looking a little fucking sketch here, buddy. But I got these fucking parts we can slap on in here for about $5 grand. Fix you right up, dude.
Yeah.
What, RC car?
But, no, real car.
Oh, I'm like, $5 grand?
Oh, I mean, like, if you want to talk about, like, if you wanted to, like, to buy my, like, exact setup, you would be in it for at least 1,500, probably $2 grand, probably. At least. Kits alone, I mean, both of my kits, I have two different cars, and one is 500 and one is 600. And that's just your car. $150 motors in each, fucking $130 speed controls, fucking $70 servos. I have like a $700 radio. Shit ain't cheap. Luckily, I get all of it for free. Like, I'm beyond blessed, to be honest. Because if I didn't, there ain't no fucking way I would be racing, because this shit is way too expensive. No, dude, but real cars are just a fucking money pit.
Yeah.
Like, I have a feeling that replacing the steering column on this car is not going to be the end of this car's journey. Not to mention, we just fucking dropped a crate in this truck that we're running. She's fucking pimping, dude. That thing runs like a top. But the fucking jack wagon, like, I don't know what it is. There's some fucking part or something that so this fucking jackass dude that my dad, like, I don't know, insists helping in life. He's like a halfway decent mechanic. My dad, like, let him work on his truck, you know, to, like, earn some extra money for his boy or whatever. I don't know. Feel bad story. I don't care. Whatever. But there's something, like, he, like, tightened something up in the transmission. He convinced my dad. He's like, hey, in these older trucks, especially if you put a new engine in this thing, he's like, you gotta tighten the transmission up so it'll shift, like, it goes into gear harder.
Oh, the band?
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, you can.
But
adjust
anyways.
the band.
Yeah, but, like, you can't back it back out or something? Is that a thing?
You can. It's a pain in the fucking ass. You can tighten the shit out of it really easy.
Right, yeah, okay, so that's exactly what the fuck he did, dude. He tightened this shit, like, way up, dude. It was, like, literally, like, my dad's got some pretty beefy, like, BF Goodrich tires on it. and it was like barking the tires, dude, in like third fucking gear. Like it was like fucking hard, dude. And I was like, holy shit, dude. Like, what the fuck? My dad's like, yeah, dude, he tightened this thing like way too hard. So then as he's backing it out, he fucking breaks this thing, right? So then my dad's like, well, fuck, bro. So now he's like, I don't feel like, he's like, I just put a brand new fucking engine in this thing. He's like, so he just got like, I don't think he got like certified fucking GM, but now it's still fucking, the dude still fucking over tightened this fucking thing, dude. It shifts so damn hard into second gear, and I was like, Dad, well, you gotta get this thing replaced, man. I was like, you just put a brand new engine in this thing. I was like, this is a stock transmission. This thing is gonna fucking get ripped to shreds if it keeps fucking throwing itself in a gear like this. It's just really in the second gear. It's not bad in third, or like even if you gotta get into like passing gear or anything, it's not like, it'll fucking get down into passing gear like no problem.
He could have took the spring out of the servo. That's another trick that people do, is they'll like the servos, which is like on the side of the tranny. You can.
Are
like,
you saying this is something that my dad can do to like loosen this thing back up a little bit?
I mean, it depends on how the guy did it, but it's, I mean, pretty common that people fuck with the servos, because the servo will make it shift harder if you take the spring out and stack 2 servo plates inside. Or some people just put a socket in it, or, you know, whatever.
Yeah, that sounds pretty hillbilly. I think he'll probably just... I think what he's gonna end up doing is just getting the fucking certified GM part in it. Because if I recall, like, it's always, like, it's a 04 Silverado. And it's always had, like, I mean, a pretty good shift to it. Like, you know, like, it was my grandpa's truck, and then he sold it to my dad. Like, I basically, as he was dying, basically, he was like, my dad's like, hey, Dad, can I buy your truck? My dad's like, yep, I'll sell it to you for stingy old bastard, dude. Like, he's like, yeah, I'll sell it to you for $5,000. He's like, if you promise me to take care of it. My dad's like, all right, deal. He's like, you know, he's like, you gotta let your family use it. He's like, that's my only wish for it. He's like, alright, dude, and bro, my dad, he's got a fucking 3-inch lift on it, sitting on some fucking, well, he took the lift off, I guess. But to compensate for taking it, because it was getting, because my mom, you know, she's got cancer and all, so it was getting hard for her to get up in there. So, he nice guy, he took the lift back off of it. But to compensate, he put like, I don't know, I think he put nothing big, but he put hub spacers on it. Set on some nice beefy BF Goodriches. He's replaced every single fucking light. I'm talking dashboard, tail lights, bed light, fucking headlights, door lights, you fucking, with LEDs. He's got a fucking badass 12-inch fucking subwoofer under the back seat with a fucking pimpin' like fucking 1,000-watt amp.
Oh, nice.
Killer Pioneer deck. Got some fucking nice seat covers in there. He's fucking, like I said, he just dropped a crate in it. Fuck, what else? He just fucking, oh, well, he replaced like, he replaced the headers, and then he was like gonna replace the exhaust, but he's like, I don't know. He's like, if I was your age, he's like, yeah, he's like, I'd probably change the exhaust, but he's like, man, he's like, I'm 55 now, man. He's like, I don't need to do that shit anymore, you know. But yeah, my dad's been a fucking gearhead his whole life. Had a fucking, when he was like, I don't know, fucking 12 or something, the neighborhood kids like convinced him that this dog was dead, an Alaskan Malamute, and they're like, go touch it, and then he went up and touched it, and it like fucking ripped half of his face off, basically. So when he turned 18, he got like this fucking killer settlement, and he went out and basically blew every single last dollar of it on like a fucking sick ass Camaro. like we're talking in the age where like a cassette stereo system, and you could do like, they were learning about like fucking tubes that you could do, you know, and shit. Like my dad had this fucking Camaro, and he fucking, like, he had the money, dude, so he balled out and got the Kenwood, so he had this Kenwood sticker on it on the back, and he had the fucking 2 12-inch subwoofers with the cassette player. He put like, he put some fucking big ass engine in it, and had big old fat fucking racing slicks on it, and you know, got himself wound up in the back of a cop car a couple times because of it.
Damn.
But like, I'm not kidding, dude. Like, I don't recall a vehicle that we've ever owned. Like, I'm talking, he had like, just at one point, like when the business was fucking ass cheeks, dude, he was driving a fucking Ford Focus. Boy, you bet your fucking cheeks, dude, that Ford Focus had a sub in the back with fucking the nicest fucking speakers you've ever seen in your life in the door. It plays fucking DVDs and shit when it was illegal, dude, and he was fucking hot wiring switches into it. You could like flip down low. He like had my little brother, dude. My little brother was like a baby. Like when he could very first like turn around, my dad like hooked up a deck in the car and then like he ended up buying me one too. He's like, oh dude, he's like, here, I got this fucking crazy ass fucking site that he has, dude, that they just sell like little switches, and it's this like, yeah, plug it in here, and then your fucking DVDs will work, and this, if you're not in park and whatever. Like, even mine, dude, mine would trip out because it had built-in GPS, and it was like, nah, motherfucker, like, you still can't trick us. Like, we know you're moving. So, like, and then he was like, no, bro, like, check this out, dude, I got this fucking site, bro. Like, come here, bro. He's like, oh, let me open this fucking jacket, and I got these fucking little switches in here, dude. What you want? He hooked it up, though, bro. It was sick. It worked. It totally fucking worked. That shit was dialed. That'll make a road trip go fast. Not safe at all.
Yeah, you throw in like a long ass movie like the Titanic.
Oh, dude, like we would fucking, like when we went out to Ben's wedding, like we just fucking rolled up, stopped at a Redbox, fucking picked up like 3 movies. And, alright, let's go. Movie number 1. Bing! Like, it didn't matter what it was. Like, just pick up whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, and we actually found some, like, killer-ass movies, like, doing that shit. Like, driving down to, like, Myrtle Beach and stuff. Like, you just pick up, like, random-ass movies that, you don't have to be focused on or not, but then it's like, some of them you're just like, oh, shit, this is actually good, and you're fucking, like, watching the movie more than you're watching the road. No, those are good times, but yeah. Gearhead. I think that was like my dad's dream, dude. Like I think he still wants to do it. Like he just wants to, like, I think he wants to get like a Camaro and like trick it out, you know? Like rebuild his old car. Like that would be so sick. I think he said like at one point he found it again, but like it was for sale, but he was like so like flat broke trying to be a rock star that like he couldn't afford it.
That's crazy.
So he like was driving around in like some shitty like Honda Civic or something, and like he seen some dude fucking rolling around in his Camaro.
You gotta be somewhat pissed.
I don't know. I mean, I guess like, but like he did it though. Like, I mean, as far as like the rock star shit went, like, I mean, at first, yeah, like they were. But I mean, like they were doing tapes. Like they were right there. I mean, they traveled like to Texas, to, I mean, all over like the around here and the eastern states and Florida and Texas, like all the big shows and shit. They went and did down there, and they were starting to get like a little bit of radio time and stuff. And then like I was like a baby, like a couple months old, and my dad was like, they were down in Florida, and he was just like, I can't do this anymore. Like I'm not gonna like miss my kids grow up, because I have a sister that's 4 years older than me, and like he took like every last dollar that they had, and he fucking got a bus ticket home and ditched them and like left and quit, like just quit the band basically like that, and that was it. Went and got a real job and shit.
That's crazy.
Shit happens.
Yeah, went and worked at a machine shop. Did what he had to do. He was like working at a machine shop, then like fucking auto parts store, dude, like all kinds of crazy shit he did. Till he fucking found the magazine in the trash can, and then that led down the crazy road that we're on now.
What, an RC magazine, I guess?
Yeah, he was working at like an auto parts store. And like the owner's kid was like this fucking little like Richie douchebag kid. And he like tossed an RC magazine in the trash can. And my dad grabbed it out of the trash can and like flipped through it and was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. And so he took it home and like sat there and read it and read it and read it and was just like so mind blown by it. And he's like, alright, I gotta, like, I don't make enough money at the auto doing what I'm doing, like, how can I make some money? So we live right by like Pfizer, basically, Upjohn. It's like Pfizer, the big main huge facility, and like they do like tests on people for money. And so he fucking went and did one, and like he got enough. He like in the back of the magazine, he had it all calculated it out, and fucking went and got enough money and bought an RC car and a motor, whatever the fuck he got, everything that he needed to go race, and started racing. And then like while he was there, within like the first year, he met this guy that worked at Phantom, and like he was just so in love with it, and he was just like, he just approached the guy one day and he was just like, hey man, like I would like absolutely love to work for you guys, like whatever it takes, man. Like he's like, I'll fucking clean the toilets, dude. He's like, I don't care, man. He's like, I want to work here. And the guy was like, okay. He's like, let me talk to the, like the boss and stuff. And he's like, I'll let you know. And like, sure as shit, dude. Like a week later, they called him up and was like, hey, we need your help. And he worked there for, I don't know, a couple years, like 2 years maybe. You overheard the boss in the office like talking about how he was gonna sell it. So he like ran to his dad, my grandpa, and was like, Dad, I have like the opportunity of a lifetime. Like I need your help. Like there's no way I can do this without you. Like he's like, can you please help me? And my grandpa took out like the biggest loan that he could take out, second mortgaged his house, pulled like basically everything he had out of savings and gave it to my dad.
Damn.
My dad bought the business. And then like we worked out of my grandpa's basement for like, I don't know, dude, like 11 years or so. Or no, maybe like 7, 8, I don't know. Somewhere probably between like 8 and 10 years in my grandpa's basement. Paying him back. And my dad paid him back. And then moved the business out of his basement to where it is now. And yeah, here we are.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Isn't it, dude? Like, that's literally the reason that my dad believes in God. Like, that's his... He's like, there's no other fucking way that you... Like, it's not coincidence. He doesn't... He's like, it's not. He was like, he put that fucking magazine there. In that trash can for me to find. He just won't believe it any other way. That's his... defining... Basically, that dude, motherfucker works 7 days a week.
I bet he makes good money too.
He's doing alright for himself, I'll tell you that. It's been... Yeah, go outside with you, baby. I'll go outside with you. Do I want your internet? It's like stuck, dude. It's alright. It's going. Yeah. I'm 2 reps. I'm in story mode. I'm just on fucking cloud 1700. I don't think I've stopped talking since I got on. It's like, I feel like you guys are around a campfire right now. Like you guys have just been sitting there playing.
I'm doing backflips in a skate park on a road bike.
Ain't nobody been saying shit, but you guys have just been like, "Wow, oh my god, dude, that's crazy!" Like, like totally in the zone. I was in the zone. I love telling that story, man. It's just because like it's just developed to be my, you know, about Phantom, like how my dad got Phantom, found Phantom. Because now it's like became my passion in life, you know, like I mean, I was a baby, dude, when he got it. And like, I didn't fucking hang out with my friends in the summertime. Like, I went to work with my dad. So like, I just... Easy, bud. Dude, that cat will fucking... He's gonna jump his ass, dude. He don't fuck around, he don't play... Fucking Gator don't play no fucking shit, dog. So, yeah, Brad. That's the destiny, bro. Maybe I was destined to meet you via PlayStation, so you can come work at Phantom. Yeah. Hey, it went down to 10 minutes. All right.
A 20-minute story made
made 1 minute difference, dude. Like, that's what weed will do to you, man. That's real life weed right there. That just happened. I just entered a vortex. Really, only 1 minute passed. I told that whole story in 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it bullshit on that.
Hey, believe what you want, bud.
My dad all the time.
I mean,
well, it was like 11:10 to like 11:05 when we started, and it's 11:30.
well, shit happens, man. You know, it's always on. Oh, let's go. Yeah. Player. I'll check it. I check Diggity Dog it. Oh, where are my keys at? Oh, I love playing this fucking game every day. This is fun. What? I just came home too. Like, where the fucking keys at, dude? Just constantly doing this to myself. Everything else is gonna be okay. Fucking shenanigans, bro. Shenanigans, I tell you.
That's a restaurant, I think.
Yep. It is.
We talking about like on Super Troopers?
No, there used to be a restaurant here in Phoenix named Shenanigans.
There's one down.
Shenanigans!
One
I'm gonna
down
come
in,
down there and pistol whip the fuck out of you.
There's one down in Pennsylvania.
Where's that fucking keys at? I know where it is. It's because my wife's wearing my fucking shorts. I was wearing running shorts and my wife's like, hey, yo, bro, give me your shorts. So I had to fucking derobe myself into the middle of the fucking kitchen. And now I don't know where the fucking keys are at. See the issues I run into? This is real life problems, Eagle. When you get a wife, this is shit you gotta deal with sometimes. It's not fun. Can't hide from me, motherfuckers. I need to get one of them things that I can like play noises on all my shit. Like I'm gonna attach it to my dip can, my fucking keys. I spent a fucking half hour looking for my phone this morning.
Hey, your phone has a built-in tracker.
Really?
And it makes noises.
It is, especially when Friday's is bumping. Like, no, that's what I'm saying. It's not ever. One day a month. Yeah, like family shit. Like, yeah. Yeah. Definitely a front over there. You need to stop watching them.
I don't watch them, I just stand on my porch, bro.
Just don't even look at it. Don't no longer make eye contact or eye looks. Well, don't talk to them any longer. Well, better fucking come.
Damn controller died.
No. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, that's why it's a fucking trap house over there.
You know?
Yeah. I bet you Center Stage will close down in the next 5 years, dude. There's no way, bro. Like, how does he even stay alive, dude? I'm looking
outrageously expensive.
$30, dude. You're telling me this motherfucker lives off of like I see like a couple people a day getting a $30 pizza, a $20 pizza. Come on, man, you ain't living on that.
People go there a lot during the day.
Really?
He's open right now.
He is open right now, but ain't nobody fucking getting pizza, dude.
I don't think he's open.
He's not, dude. He's not even home.
No, he's not even home.
He's not.
But he's open.
That's odd. Dude, I was talking about the last